You are the referee of your future well-being. Despite our best efforts, when it comes to our health, there are many factors out of our control. Like there's karma, luck, fate, so many things. But in spite of all that, what I think is comforting to know is that we might have more control than we may realize. And this is because lifestyle is a key player. And of course, genetics plays a part. I mean, everyone has some areas of susceptibility, especially when there's a genetic predisposition, whether it's immune resilience, heart disease, or maybe diabetes runs in your family. But even if there's weakness in one's genetics, it usually needs a trigger to manifest itself, and this is where one's lifestyle and environment come into play. You may have heard the saying, genetics loads the gun, but environment pulls the trigger. For example, if someone is exposed to mold or a bad virus, and they happen to have a genomic weakness in cellular function, like let's say in their detoxification or antioxidant pathways, it can really cause a lot of health issues. Or things like changes in hormone levels, stress, injury, they're all examples of environmental influences and triggers. And this can really take a toll on our gene expression. You see, the interplay between genetics and environment can have a huge impact on our health. But it is also where some of our power lies, because our lifestyle and habits also have some power to transform how our genes express themselves, how they govern the structure and function of our cells. This transformation is called epigenetic change, and it occurs because within our genes are biological switches that can be turned on or off based on the type of environment we find ourselves in, or triggers invoked. For example, an inflammatory type gene, which there are so many and which may lie dormant, it's asleep and not harmful in any way, but can become activated by a consistently poor diet or chronic stress or an unforeseen life issue, say like a divorce. That actually happened to a friend of mine, and she had to be hospitalized. I remember she had lost so much weight and her hair was falling out. She just became so weak because the divorce came as such a shock to her. Something like that can just make you so vulnerable to catching a pathogen. The stress of that situation really just took her down. I mean, it can happen to anyone really, even if it were like losing a job or a sudden drop in the stock market. That's why it's super important to also manage your stress. Anyway, there are also genes and pathways that can be expressed related to brain health and autoimmune issues, beauty, and fitness. Now this is key. Just as genes can be switched on or off to create challenges, they can also be influenced to promote healing and resilience. This means we have the ability to shape our genetic destiny through actionable choices. Like instead of choosing colas, which are full of phosphates that can cause cellular damage, maybe try a herbal tea instead. One of my weaknesses is that I have a sweet tooth, and it's something I'm always working on. I'm sure you can think of your own quick fixes that you can make. See, we can all be a referee of our own well-being. So when I look at a person's DNA, it's not from the point of predetermined genetics, but from a point of possibility. I help clients understand what can be going on in their bodies and guide them with personalized solutions, using functional tools like genomic testing and analysis, plus functional labs if needed. Genomics shows areas of potential weakness, which helps us determine proactive steps to get stronger in those areas, because it is possible to repair and protect your cells so that you don't have to necessarily live with that fatigue or so much inflammatory pain. Your destiny isn't set in stone. It's shaped by the choices you make every day. With the right tools and knowledge, you can take more control, unlocking a healthier future. Thank you.